right. Let's hit that like button and that share button. Let's get in here quickly. Oh, man. We have to talk about this. Oh, man, guys. We definitely have to talk about this. Wow. Mind blown, dude. And I'm so disappointed that, I am so disappointed that I could not react to this quicker. But here we go. Here we are. Ah, man. Make sure we get. This is the quietest my background has ever been. Okay. So, wow. I walk into my job. It's just before 9 a.m. Eastern time. I look at my phone and my notifications are blowing up because I have everybody related to Xbox and Windows Central and Brad Sams, all that stuff on my notifications list. So I'm like, I seen something that says WTF, and then I see something like Microsoft buys Bethesda or something like that, right? And I'm like, oh, let me see this rumor. I opened up the phone and then boom, there it is. Phil Spencer. Xbox and Bethesda have worked together for years. We share similar passions and beliefs. Proud to welcome them to Team Xbox. Excited how we'll advance gaming together for players everywhere. Bruh, I don't care how you want to cut this, how you want to take it. This is big news. It's major. I mean, even Jack got out of character. This is major. Now, I must give a shout out to Diller Gaming. Maybe 6 months ago in the Xbox Party chat, he said this is a realistic possibility, but we kind of blew it off because we haven't heard anything. At least I haven't heard anything. He probably stuck with it. I didn't do like any sort of videos or tweets about it. I might have talked about it being an E3 prediction. But that's it. Yeah, people are in their feelings. It's like, I wonder what those Xbox haters are going to say now. Like, what is there to say? What is there to hate? I mean, oh my God. Like, there's so many ways to look at this acquisition. $7.5 billion that it cost them. I mean, just last week, Microsoft was rumored to buy WB Games. That they decided to take it off the market. We heard about Bungie. But then actually last month, there was a report that Microsoft was telling investors they are exploring more acquisitions. And then Jeff Grubb had a report saying Microsoft just spent a whole lot of money, but it has nothing to do with acquisitions. But this one's an acquisition. So, bro, there's just so much going on here. And everybody wants to know, because the way Xbox and Microsoft move, they're very liberal about things. Everybody wants to know, is this game still coming to PlayStation? Is this game still going to PlayStation? I mean, I'll tell you this. First things first, PlayStation has 2 timed exclusives from Xbox. Deathloop, obviously, Bethesda, now owned by Xbox, and Ghostwire Tokyo, which Tango, I think, is doing, now owned by Xbox. Now, the only thing that's odd is that they're honoring these timed exclusives. I wouldn't honor them. They would just be releasing everywhere at the same time, but just still going on PlayStation. But let's see, they want to do that, go ahead. That goodwill deal that they're doing. But damn, everybody is like, I know everybody wants to treat this like Minecraft, right? Minecraft itself was a platform itself, right? The only thing I can see literally remaining multi-plat is the Bethesda games that are also the Bethesda games that are published and made by Bethesda. So I do see games like Fallout, Elder Scrolls remaining multi-plat because I think Bethesda will still be self-publishing. But everybody else, the people that made Dishonored, the people that make Wolfenstein, Doom, all that, no. No more. That's Xbox, PC, and cloud gaming, baby. Like, I could see Elder Scrolls remaining multi-plat, but Phil Spencer did say it's a case-by-case basis. And they're going to honor, and one of those case-by-case basis is them honoring the Deathloop game in Ghostwire Tokyo. So, man, it's very interesting because this blew my mind. I'm still in shock. Like, they announced this shit 24 hours before pre-orders go live. Wow. Just off that perception, Xbox buys Bethesda. People will automatically assume Fallout, Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, whatever, Doom, Wolfenstein, Prey, Evil Within are all going to be moving forward Xbox PC only. Yo, Addict, you know what to do. I'll jump in the Discord in a minute, but I gotta boil this up and get it out. I have to bless the chat with pure reactions. Pure reactions. Now, my Xbox hating dudes. What's going through your mind? What's going through your mind? There is a possible chance that Starfield will be coming to Xbox and PC only. There is a chance that you guys may not see a Doom game running on PlayStation again. Wolfenstein. Even if they do let even 40% of these games maintain multi-plat, these are all games coming to day one Game Pass. So yeah, while you could pay $70 for this game on PlayStation 5, Xbox and PC users just get it as part of their subscription day one. So it's like, sure, you guys could, we got Minecraft, yeah, you go ahead, cool, Minecraft is cool. But like Phil Spencer said, case by case. And the perfect example of case by case is the fact that PlayStation made a scummy exclusive deal for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, which now, those are Bethesda publishing, and Bethesda is now owned by Xbox. So if they wanted to, they can say fuck that deal. They really can, because they're publishing the game. But it was an exciting day to be an Xbox, dude. 15 million users on Game Pass, which is dope. You know, the service everybody hates and people try to shit on. They showed off the new share button feature, how it's going to work on the Xbox, and pre-orders is, from what I'm hearing, I might actually have to, I thought the demand for the Xbox wouldn't be as high, but I went into GameStop today just try to sneak in a pre-order, and he's telling me, like, nah, we got to honor tomorrow, we're going to open early at 11 o'clock, and a lot of people do it, but we're expecting a line, so you probably want to come pretty early. Well, damn. I don't care, Salty, when they're all multi. It doesn't matter. The difference is, for you to say, oh, I'm playing an Xbox game, you have to pay $70. I don't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But it's the fact that, sure, I already know, my third tweet about this acquisition was, all right, don't get too excited. I'm almost certain some games are going to remain multi-plat. But the thing is, the Xbox language is so vague because people forget you could still play across multiple devices and still not play on a PlayStation. Xbox, people forget, we have PC. All right, that's PC. That's another platform. You have console, Xbox, and you have other devices, mobile devices, phone, tablet, cloud gaming. That covers multiple devices. That covers playing anywhere, everywhere. That covers playing anywhere. So because it is so vague and Microsoft already has a stake in each possible way you can play, You actually don't have to play anywhere to meet their initiative, to meet their play across devices initiative. It doesn't have to include PlayStation or Switch at all. It just have to include devices that are enabled to leverage Game Pass. And what are those devices? PC, Xbox, and Android, and soon iOS, once they start getting their act together. You don't need PlayStation or Switch to do that. I'm not saying they're not going to put games on PlayStation and Switch. They spent $7.5 billion. I don't know how else they're going to make that back. You know, you might as well take whatever money that Sony gave for Deathloop and hope people buy it. You know what I mean? Put that, let them spend some money. And you get your licenses, your licensing fee on a PlayStation storefront. Let them show that Xbox Game Studio flash across the damn screen on that PlayStation console. Yeah, they're gonna have to do that, but case by case basis, case by case, and the current contracts they have in order is case by case. Elder Scrolls and Starfield are so further out. There's probably haven't been a deal established for those. Xbox is probably gonna have marketing for those anyway. So, Xbox opened Monday with a dub, a mega announcement a day before pre-orders go live. I mean, being one of those ex-Xbox fanboy guy, you gotta feel very, very, very dirty right now. Like, you feel very sour. It's like I look at these ex-Xbox fans as that girl, right, that broke up. Or that cheated on her man, and then turn around and find that her ex-man is doing so much better without her. Like, so much better. New car, new clothes, new trophy piece on the side. And that makes that person feel ugh. So I know how some of you guys are feeling. Your stomach hurt. Your stomach hurt. Like, you're clutching. You got butterflies. You probably got the bubble guts. You probably farted when this announcement came. I know. It happens, bro. Like, this is crazy. The Ravenflow says, here's your W, Smooth. You win today. Okay, let me get Addict in on this call. I don't want to be here too long. I was going to do a video, but I was doing a video and then I kind of fucked up in the middle of the recording. But we're going to get Addict in here because I want to discuss this, man. I need you guys to come in. I'm amped. I'm so freaking amped. I can't wait to pre-order. Oh, yeah, by the way, there is a caveat to pre-ordering Xboxes. GameStop, according to Game Forte, and then GameStop verified this with me this morning, you will not be able to pre-order the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. You got to only pre-order one of them. Why? I don't know. It's two separate schools. It's stupid. So I'll be at GameStop pre-ordering the Xbox Series X in line while at the same time ordering my Xbox Series S on my phone using the Best Buy app. Let me try to run into Addict. Addict, please tell me, go into Addict's world. I'm not gonna. Okay, let's go into. I don't know where he wants me, but I'm gonna go into Addict world and see what's up. So Addict, if you're still watching, I'm in Addict's world. All right, we are live, man. He's a Kid Smooth sounds like Black Bond. Why? Oh man, dude, you good?
Yeah.
All right.
I just got to read.
All right, Addict. Well, where were you when you heard this news?
So I was asleep. My phone blew up. Actually, you were one of the people who messaged me.
Absolutely.
I woke up to a message asking me to make you a thumbnail.
Yes.
I didn't look at the I didn't look at the tweet. I didn't look at anything. I just picked up my phone because I got up and I walked in my room because I was sleeping in the living room. So I sat down. At this time, I still haven't looked at anything.
Mm-hmm.
I get on Twitter, have 20 plus notifications. That's pretty normal when I wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I click it. I see Addict. I was like, what is going on? And then I don't even look at the rest of the notifications. I go straight to the message. So you sit there like a thumbnail. I was like, what does he want? So I clicked that, and I kid you not, like I my mom has been staying with me because she comes in every couple weeks from her boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
So she's behind me because I was sleeping in the living room because I let my mom sleep in my room when
dude,
when
get to the story. I don't.
No. It's important. She's part of this conversation.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there. I'm looking at Twitter, and then I said, "Oh my god!" And I put my hands above my head on my head.
Uh-huh.
And I just kept saying, "Oh my god, oh my god." And my mom's behind me, and she's like, "What is wrong? What's wrong? Is something wrong?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "That has nothing to do with you." And she's like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Microsoft bought Bethesda." And she's like, "I don't give a fuck, AJ." And she walked to the other room.
Wow.
And I'm just like, because people are already trying to downplay this. I've seen it.
Absolutely. I see it coming.
People are, the same motherfuckers that were deep throating Doom Eternal are the same people that's saying this isn't a big deal.
Yeah. The first thing, it's still gonna be on PlayStation.
The same motherfuckers that was deep throating the last Wolfenstein are the same people. And first off, it's debatable if it's even going to be on PlayStation. Microsoft has been very transparent here lately. And if you look at the language, Phil Spencer was on mainstream TV.
Yeah.
He's on like CVS or CNN. I don't know.
CNET, some shit like
CNET.
that.
So
Yeah.
he's on there, and they blatantly ask him, and
Yeah.
he said we're going to honor the ones that we were doing, and he was like, and then we'll bring these games to the Xbox platform and Game Pass. He didn't mention any consoles, and to me, that's the perfect place to mention stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, you're talking to non-gamers for the most part, and we both agree that place doesn't have a whole lot of gamers watching it.
Yeah.
So it's just like you saying we don't want to, limit who gets this content. We want to make sure everyone gets the content, and we don't want to cut it off from any platform. He didn't say none of that shit.
Yeah.
Tell me Phil Spencer has no problem saying shit like that.
He doesn't. And the thing is, and let me read the super chats. Gio Brando says, now the ponies want Microsoft to take the high road. Hold on. Hold on. Let me reread that. I got to reread that professionally. He said, now the ponies want Microsoft to take the high road. They laugh when Sony bought out Spider-Man from everyone else. Hypocrites. LOL. Pre-order gang. And Gary Clark says, the amount of value Game Pass offers us gamers is insane. First party titles, EA Play, third party games, and now Bethesda titles. Great time to be a gamer, Smooth. Woo, woo. Yes, it is a great time to not only be a gamer, to be an Xbot. This is, dude, like, the next, Xbox just.
Is there anything you need? We are doing something right now. So I will talk to you here in a minute.
What was our initiative 2020 by 2020? Was it 20 studios by 2020, right?
Yes.
This one purchase literally.
This is all they need. Didn't
we have this conversation before? Like, if they bought like something like Bethesda or WB Games, that's technically they're good.
And I actually want them to buy WB Games more than Bethesda more than WB Games, because WB Games would be a great, fantastic studio to buy, but Bethesda makes hardcore games,
bro. 23 first party studios. Didn't I say in 2020 Xbox will surpass PlayStation and first party studios? I gotta find that tweet. Somebody need to save my my prophetic tweets. Like,
now there are a couple other things. Okay,
yes.
People wanted to bring out the Todd Howard comment.
Yes.
They wanted to dethrone. But if you read that just sounds like they're saying different screens. It's literally how they word xCloud. Yes. Literally word for word of how they promote xCloud. And what's funny is someone in the chat brought up, well, that's what happened to Ori. Ori isn't on PlayStation.
Ori's not on PlayStation. Yeah.
Cuphead is owned by another studio. Microsoft don't own Cuphead.
Doesn't even own Cuphead. Nope.
Look, I get it. There's a good possibility. A good amount of these are multiplayer. There's a good possibility that none of these are multiplayer. And there's a good possibility that all these are exclusive.
The only thing, do you agree with this? The only games I see holding multi-platform status are the games that are made and published by Bethesda.
No, that means nothing either because Microsoft owns them.
Yeah, they own it, but remember, Bethesda itself is a publisher, so
it doesn't matter. They're maintaining that, but they can't do something that Microsoft doesn't want them. Like, look, at the end of the day, it could go either way. But all I'm saying is Microsoft's been mad, extremely upfront of what's going on. And I feel like they've had multiple opportunities to get stuff straight. I do think some of these are still going to be multi-platform.
Like what?
Because there's a couple things. Maybe, you know, I do know some of the Elder Scrolls Online game, Fallout 76.
That's different. So those online games, yeah, they can keep those shits on multi-plat. I'm talking about
I think those
the mainline games. That's what about Starfield? What happens to Starfield?
Oh, let me find something. There is a video that it was not a video. It's an article. Someone tagged me and I had to find it. It was on Xbox or something like that. Well, they brought up. They said they have unannounced studios, and they have.
I tweeted
that, and they said in that Xbox and PC.
Yes, I tweeted that actually.
Microsoft
Matter of fact,
has no problem announcing if it's going anywhere else.
Let me go to my.
And they highlighted Starfield.
I'm gonna go to my page right quick and grab that tweet. That part of the article. All right.
Like I said, like
it says here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna try to put it on my images, my screen as well, so people can see.
I think one of the biggest issues I have right now is people are so obsessed with saying it's not multiplayer when literally there's no proof going either way, and people want to go one way because it's more convenient to their narrative.
All right, so it says, just as they took the bold first steps to bring the Elder Scrolls franchise to the original Xbox, Bethesda were early supporters of the Xbox Game Pass, bringing their games to new audiences across devices and have been actively investing in new gaming technology like cloud streaming of games. We will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC. One of the things that has me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games, some announced and many unannounced to Xbox console and PC, including Starfield, the highly anticipated new space epic currently in development by Bethesda Game Studios. So that comment there says nothing about other platforms other than Xbox, Game Pass, and PC. And until PlayStation and Switch gets Game Pass natively on their platform,
and for all we know, they say case by case. Like they literally could be talking about anything at this point. They have two deals right now with games. There's so much opportunities that's going on. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah,
but people automatically want to switch to the narrative that benefits them. You know, and that's what the part that blows my mind. I even said in my video, there's a good chance all these games go to every system. There's a good chance. There's a good chance at some of them. There's a good chance at all of them. The problem is we don't have enough information and they haven't been upfront with it. And then it's like I said, Microsoft has had no problem announcing when stuff goes to another platform. They've had no problem being transparent with stuff. You just read in their blog. Nowhere did it say any other console. They had no problem coming out announcing that deals that they made prior to it are going out, but they can't announce that these games are continue to be a multiplayer.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense to you, kid?
Yeah, I mean, they've I think when they did the Minecraft thing, they announced immediately that it's going to maintain multiplayer, right? Everything else so far, you look at who's released games since they've been acquired. There's only, I think, there's only been like really one studio that dropped like obviously Wasteland. They just dropped that game, finally came out and it was multi-plat, but it was like obviously advertised and revealed prior to the acquisition. Same thing with the Outer Worlds, but the Obsidian's follow-up games, yeah, they're not going to be on PlayStation. A lot of people are looking at Minecraft and hoping that Minecraft effect takes place on the next several studios that Xbox acquires. I mean, but dude, like, what about Doom?
My thing is they spent a lot of money on those studios. It was rumored they spent like $600,000 just on Playground Games, like $600 million. So it's just like they probably spent over $1 billion just on the studios they bought.
Dude, they paid more for Bethesda than WB was rumored to be asking for.
But my thing is, if this was the narrative that they didn't care if games go over to another platform, as long as it was there day one on PC and on Xbox, why are all those games not going over to PlayStation? Ever since those games initially did their thing, it's been an exclusive. So why is it different over here when it's the same over here? I don't get that. If Microsoft's goal was to make games on other competitions' platform, as long as they get a day one Game Pass, all those studios that they bought would be over on PlayStation 2.
Yeah. The Ravenflow asks, what's the last Bethesda game you beat, Smooth? Bro, I don't know, but I'll beat some next week.
I just beat Doom Eternal.
As soon as they go into Game Pass,
there's a bunch already on Game Pass.
Yeah, they typically actually put all their games on Game Pass, but we know they're not coming out. They're going to stay there. They're not coming out of Game Pass.
Well, and it's like I've always said it. I've said my biggest issue I've always had is I get tired of this narrative that's thrown around that the only way to make games is PlayStation's way. The only way you make games is PlayStation way. If you don't make games the PlayStation way, it's trash. I don't agree with that. I love PlayStation games. I've probably beat more PlayStation games than the majority of this chat. My issue with this is, my issue is, at the end of the day, man, Alex completely threw me off, man. He completely threw off what I was saying. Or what was I saying, kid, before he came in? And
I don't know. You were talking about beating PlayStation games.
Oh, I probably beat more PlayStation games than a lot of the people in the chat. But I don't see them as like the divine divinity of everything to own. And a lot of people in this chat feel like if you don't make that behind-the-shoulder cinematic game, you don't make games. And I'm tired of that narrative. Alex, almost every game of the year isn't not a hardcore RPG.
Hold on, I'm getting a beer. Hold on.
Okay, but my point is almost every time there's a hardcore RPG in that runner for Game of the Year, Kitsune does not usually win.
It typically does. But listen to this,
Witcher
right?
3.
Witcher 3, yeah. Witcher 3. Cyberpunk's probably going to be nominated. Yeah. But think about this, right? The IPs that just been dumped into Xbox catalog. You got the Elder Scrolls. You have the Elder Scrolls Online. You have Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, The Evil Within, Prey, Rage, Quake, Starfield, and whatever timed exclusive PlayStation got that's obviously going to make its way to Xbox fairly soon. Like
Microsoft, what the problem is people want Microsoft to combat Microsoft to how they make games. That's what they really want. That's low-key what they want. They want Microsoft to make games like Sony, but do it better. And most of these people don't even want Microsoft to do better. They just want to clown on them.
Yeah.
Microsoft is never going to make those type of games better than Sony. Sony's had years to perfect that formula. But look, you know what Microsoft does have right now? Some of the best RPG studios in the industry.
They have bro, do you realize they have
the only studio that they're missing right now is a studio that makes Divinity.
They have
and they don't have CD Projekt Red either.
They have the best RPG talent of any studio. They have Bethesda and Obsidian and Exile. They have every form of RPG covered. And they snuck in a Japanese studio with this acquisition. You know what's name? Isn't it Tango, a Japanese studio?
What's up, boys? What's going on?
Kid Smooth's live right now.
What's up?
Okay.
What's up, Alex?
Yeah. What's going on?
Alex is a perfect.
You want to give your thoughts on this Xbox acquiring Bethesda?
I think. Okay, I have two thoughts about it. First of all, do I sound okay? Is the first thing.
Yes,
you sound fine. You sound like you're trying to turn somebody on, but you sound good.
That's my job.
Don't say that to Alex.
That's my job.
I'll start it. While
I
you're talking.
I think two things. One, it's insane what Microsoft was able to get in terms of library for studios and even for future first party games. On the other hand, I think it's scary how so few companies now own so many developers and publishers.
You're right. You're right.
And I think that's going to be the scary part, where it's going to be this crazy arms race of who can buy who to then lock everything down. So that way, the only way to play is whatever specific device they want. And then it becomes a walled garden. That's just the PC gamer in me saying that.
In my honest opinion, I don't think it should happen again.
Correct.
The reason why I say that is this is a scenario that was fortunate. This was a scenario that was fortunate for a lot of people, and not because it was Xbox. It could have been anyone, but it could have been a universe or a galaxy that we're in where Stadia could have acquired them.
Yeah,
I think that's the reason that they've been more aggressive, is because they're actual studios that want to get in the industry.
Exactly. Now, if we look forward a little bit, and the big money spenders were to enter the arena, Amazon and Stadia start to take things seriously, then people should be afraid, because it could go in a very, very awkward direction where we don't want it to go. That's my opinion. I don't think this should happen again for Sony or anyone. I just don't want it to happen again.
If you want anybody to buy you, better let Xbox do it.
I sent the codes, by the way. But
I see it.
You know what the crazy thing about it is? Sorry, let me say this real quick. How many times, and I'm sure, Alex, you've seen this. I'm sure you've heard this a few times. I'm sure everyone's heard this. Everyone clowning Microsoft. They're the richest, one of the richest companies in the world, and they never buy anything, or they never do this, they never do that. And then today, they show up and throw their dick on the table. It's like, Bethesda ours. Like,
yeah.
If you think about the money,
on the table.
If you think about,
I just don't want it happening.
If you think about the money that they put behind that, it's absurd.
Yeah.
That is more money than some countries have.
Yeah, and the thing is, Smooth, I don't mind it. It's the buying studio is a concept that I don't actually mind, but this is not that dig at Xbox or Microsoft. But they wasn't in a situation where they needed to buy it. In the grand scheme of things, they didn't need it.
What do you mean they didn't need it? I mean, the public has been harassing Phil Spencer saying they ain't have no games.
The thing is,
I really think they did need to buy somebody. If it wasn't going to be Bethesda, it would have been like Sega or somebody. I think it had to be somebody big.
The thing is, the reason they needed this is because they have a lot of talented studios that can make AA studios and games and stuff like that. They literally bought the gold mine of AAA.
That's true.
They got Doom, they got Wolfenstein, Dishonored, the Evil Within. Sure, you might not like some of these games, but most likely, if you put 5 people in a room, at least one person likes almost one of all these games.
Mm-hmm. I agree to that. Yeah,
it's about diversity. I think what's going to end up happening is Fallout is going to either Obsidian or Exile. I think Exile is making a new game that no one knows what it is. I think, and they're the original creators of Fallout, so it would make sense if it went back to them.
I can't find the code.
It's in the. He DM'd
That's
you.
insane of just
on Discord
who they have on their first party team. Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to say this. I gotta be the one to say this. Sony ain't fucking with Xbox right now. They're not.
No, we can't go that far.
Yeah, you can, bro. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Who they got? Hold on. Naughty Dog, Insomniac, and Sony Santa Monica. That's it.
At the end of the day, I think that they have better, like an overall better portfolio than Sony, but Sony has better studios. A couple of them are better than all of the studios Microsoft owns.
They ain't fucking with them,
that's just true.
I think also is under the new acquisitions, we actually have to see what they can actually do.
Right.
Before we say anything.
How long will it take for games to manifest from this acquisition?
No, why would games need to take long to manifest? Bethesda's a whole damn publisher with 8 studios. But they ain't like they took a bunch of indie studios and like, here, we're going to give you some more money.
But a lot of them shot their load this year and last year.
Yeah. And one thing I would want out of this acquisition, as much as I don't want it to happen to anyone, for anyone to acquire them, one thing I would want them to happen is to actually release better quality games. So I would, if anything happened, I do want a better quality to
Why
come
not?
out.
Are
of
you
studio.
joining or what?
I am. I'm right there. Get off my nuts, bro. Seriously.
You need to calm
Bro,
down.
I tell
No,
you
need to
this.
chill.
Bro,
See, here I am.
if any of these titles, right? Starfield, the next Elder Scroll, the next fucking Doom, Wolfenstein, whatever, has a possibility of not going to PlayStation, it's a wrap. I'm just saying, like,
if I were being honest, in a realistic world, I think that there's three scenarios. The third scenario is obviously none of them, all of them go multi-plat and their day one Game Pass. I think that is a pretty good scenario. I think one of them
in the
is
trenches. You're in
I
the
think
trenches
one
too
of them
hard, man.
is Fallout will be a multi-plat. The next Elder Scrolls will be
Fallout
a multi-plat.
It's a game by game basis, right?
Yeah, the next
it's
Elder
case
Scrolls-
by case.
The next Elder
the games that are
Scrolls,
going
and
to
then-
maintain multi-plat is Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, and Fallout Pip-Boy Vault, and the shit that they got.
whatever that
I'm
game
telling
is
you
called.
now, he said
You know,
case by case. He ain't
here's-
willing to just give PlayStation those games for fucking nothing. Sure, it'll be nice to charge PlayStation gamers $70 and get your publisher cut and everything. That's cool and all, but Xbox is in a position to say, okay, you want these games? One of you gonna have to start putting out. So one of their first parties is gonna have to start, we gonna have to see fucking Kratos on the Xbox. If you want one of these games,
I mean, like,
Spider-Man
I
have
don't
to make
think-
his way. He gonna have to web sling his
I
way
don't
over to
think how that
Xbox.
scenario- I don't think the scenario will work out like that. I
Bro,
don't think-
don't feed them.
because the thing is, you have two revenue streams, which is a fucking advantageous position to be in.
Yeah.
Two revenue streams that you don't actually really that you may not have like had in the beginning because you're making money from two avenues. You got the subscription base, and remember the whole idea is if you don't want to pay for the subscription, then buy the games completely. But you're going to be buying them from us. You know what I mean? So like you got two revenue streams. So they're going to be like, whatever.
Here's the interesting part, right? Like Deathloop, Tokyo Ghoul. Is that what it is? Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah, I don't know, Ghostwire or something like that.
Or Ghostwire, yeah. So these games are now owned by Microsoft as PS5 exclusives and launch exclusives.
You know what the crazy thing is, Alex?
So it's like these exclusives.
But why would these games? That actually, strangely, the game got delayed until the date that the game got delayed to the quarter Xbox's pending to finalize this deal. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Because the deal is going to be final before their fiscal year, and Deathloop was pushed to that time frame.
Yo, Smooth's in the trenches too hard.
Look, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you got to be realistic. There's a good chance that I think the bigger games, they're probably going multi-plat, and the smaller games,
what if they don't? But what if they don't?
Then it's crazy. Then it's fucking
like what I'm saying. Like
crazy.
imagine Elder Scrolls 6 is only on PC and Xbox.
That's a big game, and we're not even talking about Elder Scrolls 6.
Or imagine
it's like I said,
Starfield, right?
Yeah, Starfield, Elder Scroll, and it's like I said, it's not like Bethesda. Microsoft owns a studio called Obsidian and Exile that can make Fallout.
Yeah, so imagine Fallout actually being good again.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I want things to go. For me, that's where I want things to go. I want things to go back to like Fallout being good.
People also forgetting that
too.
Xbox can honor their access your games on every device without putting games on PlayStation and Switch. They have a platform on every device that you can do that. PC, Xbox, cloud gaming, which is mobile and tablet, and soon iOS.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, people think that these games are going to come to PS5. I don't think so. I think these games are going to be other places like xCloud and stuff like that and PC. I really don't think you're going to see them on PS5.
I think they might go to Switch before they go to PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's like I said, someone brought up the Ori thing. And it's like, that is a good example. But guess what? Ori's not on PlayStation. It's on the Switch.
No.
Microsoft... I really think, because if you look at everything they've said, it points to being exclusivity. It does. Like, if you read the Todd Howard thing, that's literally just an xCloud statement that they've said over and over again.
Yeah, it is.
That says nothing about PlayStation.
That's Xbox PR.
And look, it's like I said, there's a good chance. My issue with people is there's a chance that these can be exclusive, and that's okay. There's a chance that none of these are exclusive, and that's okay. There's a chance that some of these are exclusive, and that's okay. But some of these people they're trying to create their own narrative and say that none of them are going to be exclusive. They're all coming to PlayStation.
Oh, yeah,
and there's no physical proof behind this whatsoever. The Minecraft deal was different. It was bought for more things than just Minecraft. They wanted the IP itself. They wanted the rights to anything in terms of toys. They wanted to be able to put it in movies. They wanted to be able to sell the license to people. It was more than just gaming. They bought a gaming publisher for gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, as
I said, if shit turns around tomorrow and that someone else acquired a big publisher, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, shit's fucked.
Mm-hmm. I really do. Like, I want.
Like, I just don't want it to happen again.
I get what's funny is the Microsoft thing. Well, you know how like that fake fucking PlayStation account. They said they
had to block it. I had to block it.
I had to block it. They got me.
Bro.
I was on the phone with Cognito, and I was sitting at my computer. I pressed home, and I saw that. I was like, "Oh shit! This is why they announced it today." They heard that Sony bought Take-Two, and then I was like, "Wait, hold up, Cognito." I looked, no, it's fake. It's fake. And I don't know Sony's financial backing like that.
The thing is, you can't really take them because one of their studios, Rockstar, like the amount of revenue they're generating off GTA 5, they don't need to be bought. They make so much money off 2K and GTA 5. They wouldn't sell out. Why would you sell
because I think everything has a price.
The thing is they might have a price. But I don't know if Sony can afford it. Like,
you know what I mean? Everything. Never think that something can't be bought. Everything has a price.
I think
yo, this guy hit me for 200. What the fuck?
What are you buying?
Out of the two, it's Xbox would be more. Microsoft would be more likely to buy it.
I think Sony has they could buy it. I do think they could buy Take-Two.
Who you think could buy Take-Two?
Hold up, calm down. Damn. I said
it'd be hell of a gamble.
I think Sony could buy Take-Two, but they'd have to liquidate a lot of their company to be able to afford it.
And take a loan.
Is it and take a loan? Yeah, Microsoft bought Bethesda for cash. 7.5 billion cash.
Yo, bro.
Cash.
Just invest in Microsoft because, like, you sound like you got high.
All right, for the super chat. If I get quite more of these super chats, I can afford. Hey, Dutch has a plan. Says Master Chief versus Doom guy. Make it happen. They should put Halo on id Tech engine.
I put on Twitter. I don't know how. I would like. This is obviously never going to happen in a world.
Yeah.
But I would like 343 to make a multiplayer of Halo, and Wolfenstein or the Doom creators to make the most single player of Halo. Like, because I feel like they can make
be cool.
I just want them to put out these IPs and not put them on PlayStation so I can talk shit. That's all I really want for right now. They can do all that creative shit later. Like, I don't care if they even do remasters just for the hell of it, just to say, hey, this is on Xbox only. The Ravenflow says Sega could be a strong pickup for Sony. It
really could. Yeah. It could also be a strong pickup for Microsoft.
It could. Microsoft been in bed with Sega for a hot minute.
Obviously, this probably ain't gonna happen. What's if Microsoft goes to Tokyo Game Show and they bought like Sega or something?
That'd be insane. Could you imagine Persona no longer being on Sony?
Microsoft, you gotta think about it. Xbox did something super petty. Yakuza is a multi-plat cross-gen game, and the only platform is not coming out for this in November is PlayStation 5. It's coming out for PS4, but not PS5. Like,
yo, you guys fighting down there? Like,
yeah, man, you better get down here, brother.
Yo, I'm waiting to rub this genie lamp, bro. I got a genie lamp with me.
Listen, come here, rub your lamp over here, okay?
But cool. But you guys, what are you guys playing? Because I'm about to hop out of you guys.
Divinity.
Yeah, just
go
to the chat.
Play Divinity, bro.
We're playing a good game.
You were talking about In Exile earlier.
Yeah. I just need to continue to talk shit. Like,
okay, do you ever play like any sort of like RPG or anything like that? So all these games that like you're talking about,
Yeah.
These are the games you should be playing. Is Divinity, Wasteland,
Yeah,
Fallout.
that's top-down bullshit. No, I don't mind first-person RPGs and like action RPGs. It's fine. But
So
So
look, you
not
sound like
real
you
He
should
RPG
really wants it for
gamer.
the narrative. He really wants it for the narrative. You know?
Bro,
you want it for the narrative.
dude, why not? People shit on me for narrative all the time.
Yo, but that's not what it's about, dude.
Bro,
I mean,
last
I think
week,
that's
yo,
gonna
bro,
narrative,
2
I'm
weeks
gonna
ago,
read
people
below.
were hyping that Deathloop was
Oh, for
exclusive.
fuck's sake.
People
Deathloop-
were hyping
Deathloop does look
Deathloop
good.
was exclusive.
Do you want me
That
to
was the
reload,
hype.
Alex?
No, fuck it. We're gonna win this.
All
Right,
right, all right. I'm gonna have to leave you guys to the fight because I got pulled over by some people trying to jack me.
What do you mean you got pulled? What are
In
you
real life?
doing?
No, I'm in my
All right,
house,
kid.
bro.
Kid, you have a nice day. I am
See you
going
later.
to take you to AFK. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. So that's over. But man, this is big. There's a lot of people going left and right. People are podcasts, tweets, everybody wants to turn this in. They want to grab something negative out of it. And if the only negative they can get out of this is that, hey, that Xbox is probably going to be still publishing games on PlayStation, and that's the only thing negative you get out, that's a dub. That is a dub. But think about this. Now, Xbox is now the home of RPGs, right? Think about this. Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, Avowed, Fable, and Exile has an RPG coming that's running on Unreal Engine 5. Xbox ain't nothing to fuck with. I said it before. I said it again. In 2018, I tweeted, oh yeah, in about a year or two, Xbox is going to have more studios than PlayStation. I said that, and everybody was like, quantity, not quality, da-da-da-da-da. Remember that shit? I know some of you guys are in this chat. You remember saying that shit, coming back with the whole quality over quantity shit? Well, shit. If let's say if Xbox is petty and decides to cut off PlayStation from receiving the Bethesda goods, right? Because Bethesda generally publishes 2 to 3 games a year typically when they're on that run. When I think 1 year they do Wolfenstein, then 1 year they do Doom, then they got then they put out the fucking Evil Within, and then in between you'll get the Fallouts, and then you'll get the Elder Scrolls game and whatnot, the Dishonored. Those come out so often. If Xbox was to cut off PlayStation from that, like, that's just it's just like a bowl of IPs of consistency that PlayStation would no longer have access to. It sounds petty. I know people don't like this coming from me, but it's a possibility.
Hey, kid. I just real quick.
What's up?
I talked to my GameStop dude. Like, you need to go early for that X. Like early. Like, I'm talking like 2 hours early.
Bro, I gotta work.
Well, then you might not get it. Like, being realistic with you, man. My GameStop has like 12 of both consoles, like both together 12.
Oh, but shout out to GameStop in my area, because they actually called me to let me know tomorrow's pre-order. Something PlayStation didn't do. Just saying, but that actually happened. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to do it without getting in any sorts of trouble. So. Otherwise, I'm just going to pre-order them online at Best Buy. So, you said Game Pass is the play for Microsoft. Yes. So, oh, did I miss the super chat? Yeah, he says, weekly culture. Papa Earth says, hey, Smooth, this news is crazy. By the way, I'm the guy who made your new Twitter banner. Hope you're enjoying it. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Buy your own super chat. How do you do that? I appreciate it. Yeah, shout out to Weekly Culture. I put a new banner on my Twitter. He's the responsible. I think it's cool. I still got it up. It's awesome. Appreciate it. You said Xbox Series X and S sold out in 5 minutes at EB Games. You said you think I should line up at my local GameStop, otherwise people are going to get it. Who can I send to GameStop on my behalf. Like, I can go. The thing is, I can go, but I would have to do something really like for example, my GameStop is opening at 11 a.m. Now, both of them. So the problem is, right, I live down the street from a GameStop and I work in a different town down the street from a GameStop. I would have to go to work, literally try to sneak out or take like a super dumb early lunch break and go from and try to do it from there. Like, this would suck to miss out. I don't think I'm going to miss out, but from what I hear, people tell me there's no demand for Xbox. So I wasn't expecting like anything to be sold out on pre-orders. Like, I'm not expecting that because there's no demand for Xbox. All that hype and demand was for PlayStation. First, the GameStop's telling me, hey, come early. My GameStop calls, hey, come early. Like, do what you got to do to go get it. And then this dude telling me, oh, his GameStop's getting 12. Said call in sick. I can't call in sick. I'm work. If I call in sick, I gotta be out of work for 2 weeks, bro. They're not playing that. If I call out sick, they're gonna want me to quarantine. Like, they're gonna want me to quarantine. What's up, DC? Oh man, so, bro, I'm super hype. And I don't know why, bro. I'm gonna be completely frank with you guys. It's just, I'm not even like a super Bethesda fan, but I can recognize, dude, this is a mega acquisition because I know Bethesda typically puts out games fairly often and they put out quality games. Outside of Fallout 76, which I think got like a 49, but that was just a hiccup in their catalog. But Doom is what, Game of the Year contender, right? It's big. It's epic, and you want to see how this all plays out. Nobody saw this shit coming. You know, we were all busy with the possibility of WB Games and the rumor of Bungie. No, we did not really see this coming. And the fact that there's so many things to be excited about, or so many ways to be excited about. See, me, I'm intrigued by the option of some of these games, like, may not possibly come to PlayStation. I just want to see how the market reacts to this. How Xbox will leverage this. We know they're trying to get everybody on Game Pass on Xbox, Game Pass on PC, Game Pass is on mobile. You try to see how they leverage this. But the fact is that, as you know, next generation games coming in at $70. Because I'm an Xbox gamer and stuff like that, I'm not gonna have to spend too much money. This is the first time we're going into a generation with like a subscription base, for games and stuff. So I don't have to literally buy games. I plan on buying literally one game day one with the Series X, and that's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's the only game I plan on pre-ordering, only because it's not in Game Pass. I want to play Dirt 5, but Dirt 5 is not a game I see myself buying. I buy it myself, but I want to, because it's taking advantage of the Xbox Series X, 120 frames per second, 4K and all that stuff. You really want to play it. Like, I want to play it for that simple reason, but I only have one real game that I'm really looking forward to playing day one out of the box. Is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So essentially, I only have to pay $60 for one game, and then all the other games that I plan to experience are going to be in Game Pass, and then a week or two later, Cyberpunk comes out. Right? I probably won't even touch Call of Duty. So, Weekly Culture says, I'm getting to my GameStop an hour early and hope that it's early enough. Hope you secure yours, bro. Do you think Bethesda games will truly be exclusive? I hope so. This is the news us Xbox fans needed. I personally believe, parts of me tells me that Bethesda published games, like, since they published all these games, but no, Bethesda also has a Bethesda game studio. They're responsible for the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I believe those games will still be published by Bethesda, even though they're owned by Xbox and Microsoft. I think those will be still published multi-platform under Bethesda, right? Because Bethesda's still a publisher. I think they'll still be publishing those games. I think those other games that from the studio, because now Arcane, id Software, and Roundhouse, all those, Tango, those are now just independent studios under Xbox Game Studios. Those games will no longer be multi-plat, and those games won't be published by Bethesda. They'll be id Software, Xbox Game Studios. Microsoft owns the entire catalog of ZeniMax and Bethesda. So it's this purchase is a bigger purchase. Is almost equivalent to them acquiring EA. And when I say that, the difference is actually better, because EA, if Xbox acquired EA, almost certainly every release would be multi-plat, because that's just the nature of their business. Sports game, annual sports games, and all that stuff. They don't have enough original IPs where it's like such a huge win. The biggest win of them acquiring an EA would be, you get those games in Game Pass. That's why the EA Plays is such a big deal, is because, all right, so you got EA title games you have access to in your subscription, a whole ton of them, and now you got Bethesda, and they're just part of the first party team. Like, it's crazy. People said the biggest complaint people had with the studios that Xbox was buying when they were buying shit like Double Fine and Ninja Theory and all that shit. AA, Compulsion, AA, Indie, Game Pass founders, small studios, people that could turn games in 2 years. Bethesda Studios, right? Those are all AAA studios. 7. I think one of them was a mobile game studio. 7 of the 8 studios that they got in that acquisition of Bethesda, it comes with 8 studios. 7 are AAAs. 7 of them are AAA. So they solved that problem. They solved their single player problem. They solved their AAA problem. Solved their quality games problem. Bethesda has IPs that are just recognized. Everybody knows what Dishonored is. Everybody knows what Wolfenstein is. Everybody knows what Doom is. Everybody knows what Fallout is. Everybody knows what Elder Scrolls is. Everybody knows what Prey is. The Evil Within is. Starfield is gonna be like the Cyberpunk in about 3 years of like hype level, because it's been long rumored, long in development. You know, it's insane, bro. It's crazy. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. Will I be buying any of these games? Probably not, because I am a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber. So I will play them, I will have them, so I don't need to buy them. And there's some of these games I'll probably actually buy to keep, but I have Game Pass. I have Game Pass. You don't. These games will cost me $1, as you guys say. It'll cost you $70 if they decide to put them on PlayStation moving forward. So I think Xbox is in good hands, because everybody wanted to, get rid of Phil Spencer. They just dropped a bomb. Like, that does not happen. The way they're handling the Xbox Series X and S pre-orders and their advertisements is getting kind of witty. Everybody's heads up. The times of these pre-orders, when to go. It's very, very consumer friendly. Then they announced this big ass news 24 hours before the next generation Xbox goes live. That's instant. That's fresh. That's all everybody saw on Twitter. Bro, Xbox is the best box. And I am happy to be the best bot. This has been wonderful, guys. I'm about to get ready to get out of here. This podcast, this live stream was supposed to be a 20-minute video. I couldn't. I had too much to say. I was thinking, and I was like, I gotta go live, and I did. I'm gonna read some of your chats, some of the super chats, some questions, and then we can get out of here, and then we can prepare for Planet Xbox on Wednesday, because of course we're gonna talk more about this and get more opinions from others. I'm listening to other people podcasts and other people videos, and it's just cool to see everybody's reaction to some of these things, and I think it's dope. I'm happy to be an Xbox guy, Xbox fan. It's just I don't understand how people can continuously hate, because nobody fucking with them right now. People was on the verge of asking, is this a monopoly? 23 total studios. And these studios specialize in storytelling, single player, RPGs. Obsidian and Bethesda in the same house under the same roof. Like, hey, bro, PlayStation, thank you for kicking our asses for the last 5 years, because it's about to be slaughter over the next 5 to 7 years. He said, if you put Doom guys in Gears 5 multiplayer, do you think Doom guy? Oh, that would actually be dope. He said, Faisal007 says, you deserve to be happy. All gamers should be. All gamers should be. But, bro, sometimes it's cool to finally get the hit back, yo. Duke Togo says, do you think they'll announce a Japanese studio at Tokyo Game Show? Bro, I don't think so. But if they do, I won't be surprised if it's Sega. And if they do that, I expect butts to fall from the backside of people. But yeah, I did not see this coming. Yeah, Duke Togo 13 says Obsidian, Bethesda, and Exile working under the same roof is nuts. It is. It's crazy. Xbox has every RPG that, like, people, bro. All Xbox is what RPG studio is Xbox missing? CD Projekt Red? Now that would be a monopoly. That would be a monopoly. So, Mike Ybarra, interesting tweet 1 hour ago. He says, lots of fans press saying, don't make Bethesda games exclusive, timed or otherwise. Which I understand. But I wonder if the tables were turned. Would the message be the same? #aggressive. He has a point. Why now does this need to be a timed, or it's still got to be multiplayer? If PlayStation wants to buy Bethesda, right? It would, you know, it's not coming to Xbox, right? And you guys would be absolutely fine with that. Insomniac's purchased by PlayStation. We're not getting Spider-Man. We're not getting any games Insomniac plans to make. And if they make a Sunset Overdrive 2, Xbox is not getting it. This is why, even though I understand Microsoft they're doing best with business, best for money and stuff, but you got to understand, PlayStation is in the same business. They're going to be acquiring studios, big studios. They're already taking away third-party games from us by these time deals. We can't get Final Fantasy. They got Final Fantasy. We got Bethesda. So if PlayStation let's say PlayStation purchased Square Enix, they're not going to give us any of those games. And that's why I was like, well, that's why they're not going to do business with you that way. They don't care if they're not getting a licensing fee from you. You still feel you need to support that platform to keep them afloat. Like, nah. If I was Xbox, sure. Bruh! Yo, Quantum Era just tweeted, power your dreams, --Quantum Era. Quantum Era is coming to the Xbox Series X. It is not a fake account. They've been touting this as a PlayStation exclusive for 4 months, and they finally announced it on the Xbox Series X. And I was surprised why this was a PlayStation 5 exclusive, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and they were doing like a GoFundMe for development. I'm like, if you're a PlayStation exclusive, why not get the fund from PlayStation? Now this makes sense. Xbox Series X, Quantum Dream. Let me retweet this. I did this. Wow. Xbox just keep getting news and games. Wow. I'm just watching the trailer right now. I'm just surprised Yep, Xbox Series X. Wow. Bruh. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. There's too much. There is too much, man. I'm selling my PlayStation 4. I sold my Pro. I'm selling my PlayStation 4 Slim tomorrow to go towards the Xbox Series X. GameStop is now, for those who are interested, are doing a bonus for your trade-ins. They are giving you $200 whole for an Xbox One X or a PlayStation 4 Pro if you're pre-ordering towards an Xbox Series X. They're giving you $175 for the smaller PlayStation, the base PlayStation 4. They're giving you $125 for a Switch Lite. And they are giving you, what else they giving you? It's crazy because right now for the stuff I'm finna between that, and they're doing this up until November 30th, so you don't have to sell your shit now. But I can hold on to my cash because I legit can pay off the Series X with an Xbox One X and a PlayStation 4 and some old ass games, and I can then take my Switch, trade that in, or sell it separately and pre-order a freaking Xbox Series S. And then all I think I have to do on November 10th is walk out with my console and pay some extra bucks for the Elite Series 2 to pair that with the next gen Xbox. Dude, I'm so excited. I have to get out of here, dude. I have to get out of here, dude. You guys have a wonderful thing. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for checking out. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Also, obviously we surpassed 10,000 subscribers. We gotta hurry up, get me to 15 subscribers. We should do that fairly quick. I know lunchtime is coming up. You guys have been rocking me for a long time. When everybody was jumping off the Xbox bandwagon and jumping into the trampoline dick first into the PlayStation bandwagon, you guys, you see the landscape change. I stood right here. I'm gonna be right here when these consoles launch, and I'm be unwrapping that Series X in front of the camera and opening it in this glory and holding it and just hooking it up. And the same thing with the Series S. Is gonna be an awesome time to be an Xbox gamer and an Xbox fan. You guys are awesome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't. I'm trying to grow them both at the same pace. We're at 10,000 on YouTube. We're at like 8,000 plus on Twitter. Follow, share, subscribe. I can't grow without you guys. We have 241 people watching. We had 300 plus. If you all hit the like button, if you all hit the share button, I will grow much faster. So you guys have a wonderful day, all right? As always, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. Make sure you get your pre-orders for the Xbox Series X tomorrow. We're out of here. Peace.